This is wrestling's greatest moments.
Hey now, wrestling fans. It's time for another episode of Wrestling's Greatest Moments, Who's Dat Wrestler, where we provide 5 clues and you have to guess the wrestler's identity. The less clues you need to get the answer, the better your score. Before we get started though, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell. Here are the rules. You have 5 clues to guess each wrestler's identity, that is, the wrestling name they're best known by. If you answer the question with the first clue, you earn 5 points. If you answer the question by the second clue, you get 4 points, and so on, with the 5th and last clue being worth 1 point. If you don't answer the question within 5 clues, you get a whole lot of nothing. Dare to play the wild card? If you're willing to take a risk, consider playing our wild card question. We'll give you the subject. The question could be easy, medium, or hard. You won't know until you play it. It's a multiple choice question, or as we used to say in school, a multiple guess. Answer it right, and you add 5 points to your score. Answer it wrong, and you deduct 5 points. Keep in mind, wild card is optional. Here's an example. Category: The Road Warriors. Your difficulty is easy. Lucky you. Here's a question. Which of these tag team titles weren't held by the Road Warriors? 1. The AWA World Tag Team Championship. 2. The WWF Tag Team Championship. 3. The ECW Tag Team Championship. Or 4. The NWA World Tag Team Championship. The correct answer is 3. The ECW World Tag Team Championship. Good luck. Question 1. Easy. Clue number 1. This wrestler was born on June 3rd, 1992 in Gifford, Florida. She attended Jacksonville University and had a tryout with the WWE in 2019. Clue number 2. This wrestler trained with Heath Slater before training at the Nightmare Factory. She debuted in November 2020, setting up an angle that led to a match where she teamed up with Shaquille O'Neal. Clue number 3. She wrestled her first AEW match on March 3rd, 2021, teaming with Shaquille O'Neal to defeat Cody and Brandy Rhodes. Clue number 4. This wrestler was the inaugural AEW TBS champion. Clue number 5. This wrestler recently signed with the WWE, making her first on-air appearance at the WWE's Fastlane Premium Live event. Who's Dat Wrestler? Who is Jade Cargill? Question 2. Easy. Clue number 1. This third-generation wrestler was born on October 20th, 1970 in El Paso, Texas. Clue number 2. This wrestler debuted in 1994, competing in Mexico and Japan before joining WCW in 1996. Clue number 3. This wrestler's WCW career saw him work alongside his uncle, as well as a wooden horse named Pepe in WCW. He won the Cruiserweight Championship and the WCW World Tag Team Championship. Clue number 4. This wrestler entered the WWF in 2001, eventually reuniting with his uncle to capture the WWE Tag Team Championship. Clue number 5. Later in his WWE career, he teamed with his sister-in-law as part of La Familia and feuded with Hornswoggle. Who's Dat Wrestler? Who is Chavo Guerrero Jr.? Question 3. Medium. Clue number 1. This wrestler was born on March 24th, 1959 in St. Petersburg, Florida, later debuting in Florida. Clue number 2. This wrestler was trained by Boris Malenko. He worked under different names early on in his career, including Barry Hart in the World Wrestling Federation and Bret Hart in Jim Crockett Promotions. Clue number 3. This wrestler worked as Jack Hart in Championship Wrestling from Florida, working a storyline where he had an incredibly long losing streak before he turned heel under the direction of manager Percival Pringle, eventually capturing the NWA Florida Heavyweight Championship. Clue number 4. This wrestler is best known for his long run in the WWF, where he worked as enhancement talent, teaming with Steve Lombardi from time to time. His ring vest had a handprint emblazoned on the back, which allowed him to pat himself on the back for every match. Clue number 5. After a run in the Global Wrestling Federation, where he was nicknamed The Winner, he returned to the WWF, enjoying a small push in the mid-90s that included him competing at Survivor Series on the team known as The Underdogs. Who's Dat Wrestler? Who is Barry Horowitz? Question 4. Medium. Clue number 1. This wrestler was born on October 29, 1949. He attended the University of Tampa, where he excelled as a football player as well as in track and field. Clue number 2. This wrestler signed with the Chicago Bears, later the World Football League's Jacksonville Express, before jumping to the squared circle. He trained under Eddie Graham and Hiro Matsuda. At one point, his wrestling nickname was the same nickname he'd earned as a football player, the Brandon Bull. Clue number 3. This wrestler had several successful campaigns in the southeastern United States, including a run in Jim Crockett Promotions where he and Jimmy Snuka captured the NWA World Tag Team Championship from Greg Valentine and Baron von Raschke. Clue number 4. This wrestler enjoyed success in Mid-South Wrestling, where he held the North American Heavyweight Championship several times, as well as in Georgia Championship Wrestling, where he held the National Heavyweight Championship several times. His success and phenomenal physique led to the WWF bringing him into the company in 1983. There, he was managed by Rowdy Roddy Piper. Clue number 5. This wrestler's WWF career saw him involved in a number of high-profile feuds, including one against Hulk Hogan that led to the largest live attendance in wrestling at the time, 1986. He was also involved in the main event at the first WrestleMania. Who's Dat Wrestler? Who is Paul Mr. Wonderful Orndorff? Question 5. Hard. Clue number 1. This wrestler was born on March 16, 1937, in Buffalo, New York. This wrestler had 2 older brothers who also became professional wrestlers. Clue number 2. This wrestler was a top star in Australia's World Championship Wrestling promotion and held the IWA World Heavyweight Championship 2 times. Clue number 3. This wrestler formed a highly successful tag team with Don Curtis. The two held the NWA United States Tag Team Championship, trading it with the Golden Grahams, Eddie and Dr. Jerry Graham. Clue number 4. Kevin Sullivan worked an angle where he summoned this wrestler from the water. Clue number 5. One of this wrestler's nicknames was Maniac, an apt description for when he feuded with the Sheik. Who's Dat Wrestler? Who is Mark Lewin? Question 6. Hard. Clue number 1. This third-generation wrestler was born in Mazatlan, Mexico on November 26, 1899. Clue number 2. This wrestler was trained by his father and uncle, wrestled his first match at age 15 in the CMLL promotion. There he wrestled in a trios match alongside Milano 5 and Mephisto, beating Atlantis, Black Panther, and Blue Panther Jr. Clue number 3. This wrestler carried on the feud between his family, that of wrestler Atlantis, when he worked a one-on-one match against Atlantis Jr. in 2019. Clue number 4. This wrestler is the grandson of luchador Rey Mendoza. Clue number 5. This wrestler works in a tag team with Bolano III Jr. in a trios team with Bolano III Jr. and Zandokan Jr. Who's that wrestler? Who is El Hijo del Bolano III? Question 7. Ridiculous. Clue number 1. This wrestler was born on September 28, 1935 in St. Louis, Missouri. He's the brother-in-law of wrestler Jerry Oates. Clue number 2. This wrestler began wrestling in 1951 at age 17. Later in his career, he was kayfabe billed as wrestler Ray Gunkel's half-brother Dickie. Clue number 3. This wrestler's first championship was the NWA Mid-Atlantic Southern Tag Team Championship, which he won in 1957 with George Becker as his tag team partner. Clue number 4. This wrestler later competed in his career in Stu Hart's Calgary Stampede Wrestling, holding the World Middleweight Championship before losing it to Bruce Hart. Clue number 5. He worked in the AWA alongside Doug Gilbert in the team nicknamed Mr. High and Mr. Low. The two would defeat Art and Stan Nielsen for the AWA World Tag Team Championship. Who's that wrestler? Who is Dick Steinborn? And now, it's time to play the wild card, if you dare. This week's wild card category concerns R-Truth. Remember, you don't have to play the wild card. Difficulty, easy. Which of these titles was not held by R-Truth? 1. The NWA World Heavyweight Championship. 2. The WWE Intercontinental Championship. 3. The WWE 24/7 Championship. 4. The WWE United States Championship. The correct answer is 2. The WWE Intercontinental Championship. R-Truth, aka Ron Killings, has held many championships in and out of the WWE, but he has never held the WWE Intercontinental Championship. How'd you do with your score? Add up your points, and let's have the coach take a look at things. Coach?
How'd you do? No points. You set up the ring. While you're at it, sweep up the gym. 1 to 5 points. You're a wrestling school student. 6 to 10 points. You're a local talent, or what I like to call a bum. 11 to 15 points. You're a jobber to the stars. 16 to 20 points. You're a mid-card talent. 21 to 25 points. You're an upper-card talent. 26 to 30 points. You're a main eventer. 31 to 34 points. You're the undisputed world champion. 35 points. You're a living legend. While you're at it, subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. Wrestling's Greatest Moments, the channel that celebrates the squared circle.